This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Friday. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
I'm Ray Collins. We have made it to Friday, 6:01. A bit of an abbreviated week, though. Many of you had off on Monday. Here's the forecast now for the weekend, which really isn't a Chamber of Commerce thing, right, John Scalzi?
Yeah, not so much. We could sure use the rainfall, and we will see some. But as you mentioned, Ray, you were going to attend a beach celebration for a graduation, and there will be lots of outdoor activities revolving around graduations and such. And it'll probably not be a complete rain out, but there will certainly be a lot of showers around. And we need the rain, so I guess we'll have to deal with it. A little bit of cloud cover around today. A lot of showers out in Gulf waters. Those showers really not a big issue for us over land at this hour. Morning commute should be mostly dry. Patches of drizzle, yes, that's possible, but heavy rainfall, no, not this morning. But there's lots of cloud cover out there, and within that cloud cover, there will be at times over the next 3 days some fairly heavy rainfall, particularly in inland areas. Total accumulations, I think, by the end of the weekend could top 4 inches in some inland locations. Those will be storms that kind of drift back toward the coast, so everyone gets a chance of rain in the afternoon. Our rain chances here along the immediate coastline will probably be about 40%. Back to you.
As you head north on 301, you might notice a little bit of a congestion area as you approach the railroad tracks and all those stoplights as you get near downtown Bradenton. Otherwise, pretty clear right now in Manatee County, farther south. 2 issues already this morning on Bee Ridge Road. One, an accident at a small side street called Bond Place, and then a second issue farther east on Bee Ridge. In fact, at the southbound area of I-75, certainly a quieter day today than yesterday. We had a fatal accident there in Fruitville. Eastbound Clark also challenging right now. Otherwise, pretty clear in the South County map, 6:03 on your Friday morning.
Topping our news this half hour, at least 36 people are dead after a man opened fire at a resort in the Philippines.
But as reporter Mary Maloney tells us, most of the victims died not of gunshots, but of suffocation.
Hundreds of people at a resort near Manila run for their lives after gunshots and explosions.
They could hear some kind of explosion and they could hear gunfire, but they can't see anything because the whole place was filled with smoke.
Dozens trampled by the crowd, taken to local hospitals for treatment.
They had to jump off the building from the back. So some of them had a broken leg and dislocated shoulder.
Many in the stampede feared they were running from a terrorist attack. As the situation unfolded, President Donald Trump weighed in.
It is really very sad as to what's going on throughout the world with terror.
But police say the gunman's target wasn't the people, it was the casino. And instead of terror, investigators say the motive was money. Police say a masked man created chaos by setting several gambling tables on fire, shooting gambling machines, and breaking video screens. Investigators say the man ransacked a room and stole gaming chips worth more than 1 million pesos each, which comes out to about $20,000. The resort put on lockdown as heavily armed SWAT officers wearing bulletproof vests and body armor swarmed the scene. Investigators say after the building was evacuated, police went inside and found the suspected robber, who police say committed suicide. I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
A nearby airport there still has security on high alert today.
An update this morning on a deadly plant explosion in Wisconsin. The sheriff says a second person has been killed in that explosion as crews continue to search through debris for a third person still missing. 16 employees were inside that plant in the village of Cambria when the blast happened late Wednesday night. 2 were able to escape unharmed, but say their thoughts are with their co-workers.
Well, we're a small town, so it's scary. We're all close. We hope everyone's fine. So it's not much I can think about right now.
The cause of that explosion is still unknown this morning. The Red Cross has been brought in to help families of the victims.
6:05 right now. President Trump says the Paris Climate Agreement wasn't good for the American economy. He wants to find a new way to make it work. More than 190 countries have signed on, committing to cut greenhouse gas emissions in an effort to combat climate change. Only Syria and Nicaragua haven't signed the deal. The president says he's open to finding a way to make the accord more appealing.
Begin negotiations to re-enter either the Paris Accord or in really entirely new transaction on terms that are fair to the United States.
The leaders of Italy, France, and Germany released a joint statement saying the Paris Climate Accord cannot be renegotiated as a result of his withdrawal from the climate agreement. Two high-profile CEOs are quitting the White House Business Advisory Council. Disney CEO Bob Iger and also Tesla CEO Elon Musk have both resigned. Musk said climate change is real. Leaving Paris is not good for America or the world. And One World Trade Center in New York was lit up in green in support of the Paris Climate Accord. New York City is one of 61 American cities with mayors vowing to stick with the accord. In fact, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo also directed the One World Trade Center to be lit up in green. Cuomo also signed an executive order to commit the state to uphold the standards set forth in the Paris Accord.
A follow-up now on a nationwide hack involving Chipotle Mexican Grill. The restaurant chain says customers who ate at 33 locations across Florida may have had their credit card information stolen as part of that hack. 4 of those locations are in Sarasota and Manatee counties. Chipotle has now issued a statement saying it has completed an investigation into the hack. They say malware designed to access payment information has been removed. Chipotle recommends customers who think they might have been affected to review their statements and report any unauthorized charges to their credit card company. And you may also want to check your financial records if you've recently shopped at a Kmart. The retailer's parent company, Sears Holdings, says some Kmart stores were targeted by hackers. Kmart store payment systems were apparently infected with virus-like computer codes, and some credit card numbers were stolen, but the company says no personal information was compromised. The investigation is still ongoing, so details on which stores were targeted are not yet available. There are currently 3 Kmarts on the Suncoast, 2 in Manatee County, and 1 in Sarasota.
How low can you go? A disturbing update now on last week's Portland stabbing attack. Police are looking for a man accused of stealing from one of the men who have been stabbed to death. Portland police say this is video of the man they believe stole Rick Best's wedding ring and backpack after he was killed. He was one of the 2 that was killed when they stepped in to help women who were being insulted on the train. In the video, you can see the thief leaving the scene with 2 backpacks. Police say he is carrying Best's black backpack in his right hand and another backpack in his left hand.
A man is behind bars in Orlando after shooting a McDonald's employee over his food order. Police say 39-year-old Freddie Hormazabal was upset about his food order in the McDonald's drive-thru, so he decided to go inside the restaurant. Once inside, he got into an argument with the manager, demanding a refund in the process. The manager asked the man to leave, so he shot the manager in the neck before running away from the area. Hormazabal turned himself in and has since been charged with attempted murder. The manager is recovering at a nearby hospital.
Also in Central Florida, the suicidal man involved in a 3-hour standoff with police at the Orlando airport made his first appearance in court yesterday. This is Michael Pettigrew. He answered questions from the judge before he was released on $7,500 bond. He was arrested on an aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer charge after police say he pointed a gun at officers and himself and asked that they kill him. No shots were fired and no one was hurt during the standoff. Police say Pettigrew's gun looked real, but it wound up being a fake. A United Airlines flight from Chicago to Miami had to turn back after a bird got involved. The FAA says pilots reported a bird hit one of the engines. The pilots shut down the affected engine. Here's one passenger's reaction afterwards.
When I heard the boom, I looked over and I saw the flames coming out, and it looks like it scorched like the side of the plane, and it was unexpected, but we landed back safely, and we're just thankful.
The airline switched planes and the flight left Chicago a couple hours later, bound for Florida. The airline will reach out to affected customers to compensate them for the inconvenience.
New details now about a woman who's accused of trying to kill her children by driving her minivan into the ocean at Daytona Beach. A judge wants to know why 2 reports on the mental health of Ebony Wilkerson are different. Back in 2014, video captured Wilkerson driving her van into the Atlantic Ocean with all of her kids inside. She was charged with 3 counts of child neglect and child endangerment, but she was found not guilty on reason of insanity. She's now in a psychiatric hospital, but a judge may soon decide to move her to a less restrictive facility. And take a look at this dramatic video of a boat rescue off the East Coast. The 41-foot sailboat caught fire some 7 miles offshore of Hollywood, Florida. The captain immediately jumped into the water and was luckily rescued by a towboat. He was on his way back to his home port in Chesapeake Bay when that fire broke out on board. The sailboat considered a total loss.
After more than 2 decades at MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, the Hurricane Hunter planes are now moving to Lakeland. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration selected Lakeland as the home for its Aircraft Operations Center for the next decade. The 2 planes and about 100 employees will then relocate. Those aircrafts provide crucial information about storms.
And speaking of hurricanes, yesterday was the beginning of the Atlantic hurricane season, and Suncoast officials want to make sure you're prepared. Sarasota County Emergency Management spoke about the area's current disaster plan. They say there's 3 things you need this season: a plan, a disaster kit, and information including knowing the newly issued hurricane evacuation zones. Part of being prepared is creating a disaster kit that has enough food and supplies to last 3 days without electricity or running water. Many prediction storm systems are predicting an above average year for hurricane activity.
And starting today, you can stock up on hurricane supplies tax-free in Florida. During this 3-day sales tax holiday, shoppers can avoid paying tax on portable radios, batteries, and portable generators that cost less than $750. There will also be no tax on most flashlights, tarps, and first aid kits. The tax holiday is expected to save shoppers about $4.5 million over the weekend. It used to be a longer tax break, wasn't it?
I believe it was a full week, right?
At least, yeah. Now it's just a few days, but this is the weekend to do it, folks.
Yeah. Get out there if you need anything that's important.
Yeah.
Get prepared. Know your evacuation zone as well. There's great links on our website, mysuncoast.com, in the hurricane section about where to find all that information. Plus, our hurricane guide is available for you there as well. And download the app.
Definitely.
We have a brand new updated app. If you downloaded the old weather app, update it, because it's really fabulous the way they've redone that app. And you'll be needing it this weekend, I think.
Oh, boy.
Unsettled weather. We'll talk about it.
And also still to come, police use Narcan as a common treatment for overdosed opioid users.
We'll tell you how officers are now using it to keep canine units safe after this.
How long have we been married, dear?
For 76 years.
He was kind and generous to me before we married, and he was kind and generous to me all these years. We decided on Meals on Wheels because I was getting to the point where I couldn't do all the things that I had been able to do. We're the Spans. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
When caring for my wife alone became too much for me, I called my long-term care insurance company to get help from granny nannies. Now the most wonderful nurses help me with her care.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi. I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring. Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you. Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC 7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
74-degree air temperature, dew point at 70. Calm winds out there currently. We're looking at a kind of a unsettled start to the day. This is not going to be a beautiful, pristine morning. But on the other hand, it could be a lot sloppier. We have a fair amount of rain showers out in Gulf waters that really aren't making it toward the coastline. So yes, we could get a little patchy drizzle out there, but that's about it. Otherwise, cloud cover keeping temperatures fairly uniform between coastal and inland regions this morning. 75, Wauchula, Arcadia, Myakka, Bradenton at 74, Lakewood Ranch at 75, Sarasota at 74, 75 in Northport, 74, Punta Gorda. Right along the immediate coastline, we do have some slightly warmer temperatures by a degree or two, but that's all. A few scattered areas of patchy drizzle over the course of the last few hours. Watch that. Some of the roadways, especially northern Bradenton roadways, could be a little bit slick for you this morning because of this patchy drizzle. The heavier rain showers out in Gulf waters really not advancing in this direction, but we do have the cloud cover from those showers kind of being pushed back in this direction from large-scale wind flow. Now, I think if you look at the map of our radar echoes across the state from all of the radar sites in the south, you can see there is plenty of moisture available. And in fact, if you look at the satellite imagery, you can see a whole lot more moisture kind of streaming up from the south, so that the whole column of the atmosphere from the surface to the top of the weather-making atmosphere is moist now, and will continue to be moist right straight through the weekend, so that our rain chances have significantly improved. As we thought it might, it certainly does look like that will be the case right straight through the weekend. In fact, a lot of the computer models are suggesting a very heavy rainfall event for some parts of the Gulf Coast, northern Gulf Coast perhaps, or inland areas of Florida, places that really could use the rainfall. Now, a big ridge of high pressure still sits out in the Atlantic, and it directs our surface winds up out of the south. That'll collide with our sea breeze fronts in the afternoon and produce those inland showers. And then with that southeasterly wind flow, generally nudge those showers back to the coast, so everyone gets a little chance at rain. Aloft, the winds are generally out of the west, so it's taking that moisture plume coming up out of the south and spreading it right across the Gulf Coast. That will help to enhance our rainfall chances. So cloudy at times today. We'll have good rain chances into the weekend, and some of the rain could be heavy. There's the latest drought index indicating for us in Central Florida some of the driest country in the entire nation. Extreme drought still on the books there by the U.S. Drought Monitor. And how that relates to our fire danger index? Well, just a little bit of rain can temporarily reduce our fire danger risk dramatically. Here's the forecast for today. Sarasota has gone from high to low just because of a little extra rainfall in the forecast. And it looks like that'll be the case through the weekend. So that's great. Fire danger risk is reduced, but of course we're still in a drought situation, so some good heavy rain would be nice, recharge those aquifers, and it looks like we might get it in inland locations Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Temperature is held down by the cloud cover, too. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, John. Taking a look at traffic this morning, looks like the bridges heading into downtown Manatee County, downtown Bradenton rather, looking pretty good. State Road 70 in both directions seeing an increase in traffic. As we head into Sarasota County, there is an accident at Bee Ridge Road and Bond Place. Other than that, 41 looking good, I-75 looking clear. Not a whole lot of congestion throughout that area. A little bit of slowdowns as you head south on Business 41 throughout Nokomis. But other than that, looking pretty easy this Friday at 6:21 in your morning commute. Narcan is an emergency medication used for treating overdosed opioid users.
But here's a twist. Police can also use it to help their canines. Reporter Mike Arena explains.
Not just man's best friend.
Our canine partner, they're our partners for us every day.
Police dogs are tasked with sticking their noses in all sorts of places.
Try to check the place out, or the vehicle that we're searching, or the place that we're going to be searching to make sure it's safe.
But what happens when a canine finds drugs like heroin or fentanyl and accidentally inhales a large dose?
It's an unfortunate situation because they're sniffing, you know, they're trying to detect. So when they come upon something, it hits.
Just a minute amount that touches our skin can affect us. So imagine what it could do to our dogs.
If a dog breathes in any amount of drugs, officers in the field can treat them like they would a person with Narcan.
We can use it in canines in the same way, intranasally. It has been used previously in canines, but as an injection.
In the past, affected dogs would have to be brought into a vet to be treated for drug-related incidents. Now handlers with both the state police and Erie County Sheriff's Office are trained to use Narcan on their four-legged partners if they sniff their way into trouble.
They have the ability now to provide immediate treatment.
If the dog was passed out or not responsive, we could administer the Narcan in the same way, and they would have the same effect.
Neither agency has had to use the life-saving medicine on any of its dogs, but with the rising use of drugs laced with the deadly fentanyl, officers say you can never be too safe.
We can't see everything, we don't know everything is there, but we take every precaution we can to prevent anything bad from happening, and if it does, well, we have training.
Hoy says if a dog is treated with Narcan and recovers 100%, it wouldn't be long before they could return to the line of duty.
It's interesting, there was a recent story about an officer who overdosed from opioid because it was on his shirt after an investigation. So I'm sure those dogs sniff some of those drugs sometimes when they're looking for them. So a good use of it.
Very interesting side use, that's right. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, some tips before you make your vacation plans this summer.
We'll tell you where you can still find the best deals after this.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Going on now. For every 2 windows you buy, get 1 more free. Call today.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill, I'm creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah.
Northland Outdoors is about so much more than the biggest fish or the hottest hunting spots. All across the Northland, there are amazing people with incredible stories to tell. We're going to find those stories and share them with everyone.
Join us each and every week as we explore the Northland and experience some of the most exciting outdoor adventures in the country right here in our own backyard. This is Northland Outdoors.
From meeting curious lemurs to feeding big cats and hosing down rhinos, there's never a dull moment. And sometimes these amazing animals chime in.
Watch Animal Outtakes every week on ABC 7.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Turned it down.
Right.
Details of that story in about 5 minutes. Right now, 6:26 on your Friday morning.
Well, it's not too late to get a bargain on your vacation, and you may find it in an unexpected place.
Here are some ideas from ABC's Becky Worley.
In this morning's GMA First Look, summer travel is right around the corner, but it's not too late to find big savings in an unlikely place. Big box stores are great for laundry detergent, paper towels, and yes, they're also great for vacations at Costco. Scouring the internet, Costco's and BJ's both offer travel services for paying members.
The reason these big box stores can offer amazing travel deals is because they have so many members. The more members they have, the bigger the market. The bigger the market, the more companies want to sell to them. If you check the fine print, you might find that the packages sold at big box stores come with lots of free bonuses. That might be free transfers from the airport or breakfast for the entire family.
And we'll spill more secret tips to save you money coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Becky Worley, ABC News, Oakland, California. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. Je me fous du passé.
When allergy symptoms are at their worst, kids are not at their best, which makes New Children's Izol a wise choice for 24-hour relief. It relieves symptoms while they sleep, so they'll wake to a full day of allergy relief and live happily ever after. So be wise all. Try New Children's Izol.
In my farm-to-table restaurant, my guests enjoy simple, delicious ingredients. And so does Tucker with Blue Earth's Essentials. It's made with farm-raised chicken, ancient grains like quinoa, and superfoods like kale. Think of it as farm-to-table inspired canine cuisine.
I was out here smoking instead of being there for my son's winning shot. That was it for me. That's why I'm quitting with Nicorette.
Only Nicorette Mini has a patented fast-dissolving formula. It starts to relieve sudden cravings fast.
Every great why needs a great how.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC 7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC 7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better reader.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
This is a time-sensitive message from the Back Pain Relief Hotline. Millions of people across the nation are suffering from back pain. Are you? Are you on Medicare? Is it hard to walk, to bend over, or even do simple things? Well, here's great news. If on Medicare, you or a loved one could qualify to receive a pain-relieving, comfortable back brace at little or no cost to you. You'll receive free information, free delivery, and all the Medicare paperwork is handled for free by our accredited suppliers. Best of all, there is little or no cost to you for the back brace. Just call right now to get the details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly consultants are standing by. Imagine getting out there again, doing all of the things you love to do without back pain. These amazing back braces have helped thousands of people with severe back pain, and you could be eligible to have yours delivered free at little or no cost to you. Our friendly consultants are standing by 24/7 to take your call.
Call 855-388-6551.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, tons of trash left behind on Siesta Key Beach over the holiday weekend. How Suncoast residents are taking matters into their own hands to keep the title of #1 beach in America.
Neighbors of a proposed recycling plant turn out in big numbers to protest the project. We'll tell you how the county voted in the end.
And as students prepare for the last day of school, some in Venice will see some major upgrades when they come back next year. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, Friday, 6:32. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Some rain expected in the forecast possibly this weekend. Let's check in with meteorologist John Scalzi over in the Weather Center.
Yes, at times there will be some rain showers. In fact, I think over a period of maybe 3 or 4 days, we might see some appreciable rainfall totals in inland areas, particularly the most drought-stricken areas really in the country, but certainly in the state of Florida. We'll get that beneficial rainfall. Now we have massive showers out in Gulf waters. Don't be too concerned about that quite now because it's really not moving a whole lot. In fact, that area will continue to, I think, to shrink as we progress through the morning hours. Nevertheless, we get the cloud cover from it, and we could get a sprinkle or two out of some of those clouds. So that's certainly not out of the question for your morning commute. The cloud cover will hold our temperatures down a bit today, which I guess will be nice for the electric bills. We'll have kind of a mix of sun and clouds, but temperatures probably about 5 degrees cooler than we've seen over the last several days. Rain chances still good, particularly as we kick in the sea breeze. Look at 40% near the coast and double that as you move further inland. Complete forecast for the weekend coming up in a few.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, John. The only stray delay right now in Manatee County is in the lower right portion of your screen, perhaps behind the ABC 7 logo. 64, make that State Road 70 westbound, heading toward the interstate. A bit of a congestion spot right there. Farther south, an issue on Bee Ridge Road at Bond Place continues. And then farther south, we'll check the map down there and see nothing to report at 6:34 on this Friday morning.
Topping our news this morning, the Sarasota County Planning Commission is turning down the idea for a recycling facility near the ever-popular celery field.
The commission spent hours last night listening to public comment. The issue drew protesters, as you see, outside the county administration building before they went inside. It was packed inside. TST Ventures proposed a 16-acre facility at the corner of Palmer Road and Apex Road. Opponents were concerned about the environmental impact and the traffic the project would bring to that area.
It's a fantastic area, recreation. It's just a beautiful park. There's birding. And we are very concerned that if you put concrete crushers on the land next door, that we're going to have a serious negative impact from that.
Dust, silicon, traveling through the air. This is an unenclosed waste processing facility, and noise, which will be driven by giant diesel machines.
Opponents fought City Hall, or in this case, County Hall, and won. The land in question is on Palmer, just east of the interstate.
A follow-up now on a story we first told you about yesterday on Good Morning Suncoast. The Florida Highway Patrol is investigating a fatal accident involving a semi-truck that shut down a major road in Sarasota for hours. State troopers say the driver of a semi-truck lost control at the I-75 off-ramp at Fruitville Road around 4:30 Thursday morning. The semi rolled over after getting off the interstate before spilling at least 80 gallons of diesel fuel onto the roads. A stretch of Fruitville was closed for hours while troopers cleared the scene. The driver's name has not yet been released, but troopers say he was not wearing his seatbelt. And an update on another accident, this one in Charlotte County, that caused I-75 to shut down. Troopers say Joseph Turtling was driving a pickup truck north on I-75 with 15 others on board when another truck moved into his lane ahead of him. Turtling swerved to avoid an accident and overcorrected, going across the northbound lanes twice before ending up in the center median where the truck overturned. 10 passengers sitting in the truck bed were ejected. All 16 people were taken to the hospital. 9 have since been released, but remaining 7 were seriously injured.
A developing story from Venice now, where people are being asked to avoid the South Jetty. An investigation is underway at the jetty after a man's body was found in Humphreys Park. They say they don't believe anyone else is involved in the death, but are asking those to remain clear during this investigation. All right, 6:36 right now. You might be surprised how much trash was left behind on area beaches after the holiday weekend. Get this, 48 tons.
Wow, and 2 more busy weekends still to come for this year. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick tells us how volunteers are planning ahead to try and keep our beaches beautiful.
This was the scene in Veronica Murphy's backyard Tuesday morning. Siesta Key was trashed. Despite these no littering signs posted all over the island, Murphy says, unfortunately, this is the scene after every holiday weekend.
It's that 3 days of people vacationing, and they're bringing all their coolers and their things, and they just tend to leave it. And they can't find the barrels because they're not on the beach, and so they don't know what to do with it.
A few years ago, Sarasota County moved the trash cans off of Siesta Key Beach. Now you can only find them on your way out.
People have been calling for them to at least come back onto the beach over by the lifeguard stands, maybe during the holiday weekends. And we're working towards that.
While Murphy can't change others' behaviors, she's doing what she can to make it easier for guests to put their trash where it belongs, in the garbage.
We handed out 1,000 trash bags during July 4th, and then we handed out about 2,000 trash bags during Labor Day weekend.
After missing this past Memorial Day weekend, Murphy says she will be back out on July 4th weekend, handing out more trash bags in hopes that this won't be the scene again then. Murphy is not alone in her efforts. J-Dub's Brewery's street team saw the mess that was left behind and decided to do something about it.
We grabbed some trash bags, and the guys went out there, and we just picked up as much trash as possible.
And they're doing it again on July 5th.
Obviously, July 5th is the day after July 4th. It's a huge boat races happen on Siesta Key and Lido. A lot of people, thousands of people go out there, so we really wanted to focus on those areas.
The county plans to supply extra dumpsters that holiday weekend like they did Memorial Day weekend. But any other plans of action or possible changes in trash collection are unknown. Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Well, the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office does not believe any fines for littering were handed out over Memorial Day weekend, despite the warning signs that are put up across the area. They also say they have no plans to crack down on littering.
A scam is making the rounds, making it appear like you have jury duty. The Manatee County Clerk of Court's office says scam artists are sending out bogus emails that appear they're from the state's e-portal system. They're not. The email says, open the attachment and you view a summons to court. But the attachment can download a virus or attempt to steal your information. If you've been summoned for jury duty or to appear in court, you'll receive an official notice in the mail. It's happened both in Sarasota and in Manatee counties.
A downtown Sarasota high-rise is forced to evacuate after an AC unit malfunctions. Workers at the Wells Fargo building on Main Street and Osprey Avenue smelled smoke on the 13th floor Thursday morning and called 911. The building was then evacuated. Firefighters determined the smoke was coming from a broken switch in the AC unit. After about an hour, the building was cleared and workers returned to their offices.
Venice Middle School getting some major upgrades during the summer. Next week, part of the school will receive a $12 million facelift. Workers will install new carpeting, lighting, and a new air conditioning system. Many movable walls installed back in the 1980s will be removed as construction workers build new walls. The biggest change, front office. A new office will be constructed with much better security.
We're very vigilant, despite the fact that the infrastructure doesn't support it. We're very security minded. That's our first job, safety and security for all.
Who's saying? Visitors will have to enter a secure holding room before they can actually enter the campus. Right now, nearly anyone can freely walk on school grounds. Work will be completed before students return for the new school year. Real sign of the times. Big upgrade on the front office for more security.
Yeah.
That's where we are these days.
That's right. Sure are.
I did see a few graduations that are coming up this weekend over at Robarts, whichever you prefer, Arena.
Yeah.
I think Northport is having their graduation there. Looked like Riverview possibly. I drove by kind of fast, so I didn't really see, but definitely Riverview is what our director is telling us. But a big congratulations to all those graduates. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. Congratulations. Go on, do great things.
Yeah.
Now more than ever, we need your brilliant minds.
Definitely.
Forecast in a second.
All right, also still ahead, a movement to end handshaking?
We'll tell you why a group of doctors say it's time to go hands-off around the hospital.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
For years, I told everyone my Craftmatic adjustable bed was the greatest until I got the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has an adjustable pillow feature that's awesome. You're gonna want one too when you see how little they cost.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less, featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest, bedside power plugs, underbed night lights, and more. Available in all mattress types with optional heat and soothing massage for as much as half the price of Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. Adjust the rising pillow feature to help align your head, neck, and shoulders. See for yourself with our 30-day in-home trial. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-237-0214. That's 1-800-237-0214. Call 1-800-237-0214. Call now.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
74 degrees the air temperature. I think that symbol kind of little overdoes the sunshine out there. We have sun mixed with clouds outside. And dew point coming in at 70. The winds are calm currently. We'll be looking at as we head into the afternoon. At times, cloudy skies. At times, a little bit more sunshine poking through. Enough to get our temperatures into the mid-80s today from where they are now, which is about 10 degrees cooler in a lot of locations. Mid-70s in inland areas and really almost right straight to the coastline. Right along the immediate coast, temperatures are a few degrees warmer, coming in around 77, 78. We had some showers out in Gulf waters. They continue out there. They're really not making it to land very much, but a patch of drizzle from some of the clouds over the next hour or so. Not out of the question, but there certainly won't be any kind of heavy rainfall totals that stuff kind of stays there. But we do, from all of this moisture that's ringing the state, get a fair amount of cloud cover. In fact, these showers that you see right here, they extend all the way down into the southern tip of the Gulf waters. You just can't see them because radar doesn't go that far, but satellites do, and you can see all that moisture that's kind of pluming northward. We will see over the course of the next couple of days some kind of unsettled weather with all this moisture in the atmosphere. Believe it or not, moist air is very unstable air. It's a lot lighter than dry air. Believe it or not, I know that's counterintuitive, but the lighter air tends to rise and create showers. The cloud cover will hold down our temperatures a little bit, which will be nice because the 3-month outlook for June, July, and August shows us as likely very hotter than normal, which would not be extraordinary as the last 8 of the last 9 years have shown very warm June temperatures. So it'll be nice, I think, for a couple of days to get a little bit of cloud cover that might reduce the heating just a little bit by 3 or 4 or 5 degrees. So we'll be seeing that happen. The moisture lifts northward out of Gulf waters, and upper-level winds will kind of push it back toward the Florida Peninsula. We get some pretty good rain showers out of it as well, as that general southeasterly wind flow at the surface around that area of high pressure kind of butts up against our localized sea breezes, which build right along the coastline and try to push inland. So the combination of those two opposing wind forces cause the air to lift in that moist environment, creating the rain showers. Cloudy at times, good rain chances, and right into the weekend. Rain amount totals could actually exceed 4 inches in some inland locations where the drought remains very high across the region. U.S. Drought Monitor that came out yesterday continues to show extreme drought conditions in central Florida, so it'd be nice to see that. Forecast calls for mix of sun and clouds and temperatures in the mid-80s with about a 50% rain chance into the weekend. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, John. Taking a look at traffic this morning in Manatee County, 301 in both directions, north and southbound, seeing an increase in traffic. Also, State Road 70 as you head towards I-75. Other than that, as we head into Sarasota County, congestion building on 41 as you head south throughout that area. Also, 41 heading north as you pass by Fruitvale Road. Bee Ridge and Clark Road looking clear, though, and as we head into South County, pretty quiet, just the normal slowdowns across the region at 6:47 on your Friday morning. There's a new push to stop the practice of handshakes at hospitals. Interesting concept.
I like that everywhere for that matter. Some doctors out west are trying to discourage the age-old custom. Doctors at the UCLA Medical Center don't want to shake parents' hands, then pass along germs to their little patients. Researchers studied which greeting was the most and least hygienic of the high five, fist bump, and handshake, and no big surprise, a handshake has the most germs and a fist bump has the least.
I'll take a fist bump over a handshake any day.
That's right.
All right, well, the Florida Department of Health is offering free health screenings in Sarasota County this month. Services include blood pressure screenings, BMI measurements, diabetes and glucose screenings, and HIV and STD testings at select sites. For a full list of dates and locations, visit our website at mysuncoast.com and click on links we mentioned.
Entertainment news now. The hillside estate of Carrie Fisher and her mother, Debbie Reynolds, is being sold, and their personal belongings are going to the auction block.
The Profiles in History auction house will sell more than 1,500 items belonging to the two actresses who died back in December. The estate in Beverly Hills, which they lived at, includes a swimming pool, tennis court, and guest house. Among the items that will be sold are stage-worn costumes and Star Wars memorabilia, including a life-size C-3PO and a bronze Yoda statue.
And congratulations to a 12-year-old girl from Fresno, California, tops in the National Spelling Bee. Ananya Vinay spelled 35 words correctly and will claim a $40,000 prize.
Oh, man.
And you're a good speller as well?
I like to think I'm a good speller. I won a spelling bee a few times back in elementary school, but nothing compares to what they have to spell sometimes. I couldn't even pronounce some of those words.
Words you never heard of before.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, thanks to Big Brothers Big Sisters, nice event last night called Chefs Cook for Kids. A great turnout at the IMG Academy Golf Club there in El Conquistador. I was lucky enough to be the MC and had a chance to catch up with the police chief and the mayor of Bradenton. So a big night last night. I did break curfew, though, I have to admit.
So did John as well.
Hurricane special?
For a good reason for both of you.
All good causes. 10 to 7 right now, still ahead. It's National Donut Day.
We'll show you how one business is taking their pastries to the sky.
These are our heroes. They have sacrificed so much to serve our country. And now Granny Nannies is truly honored to serve them. We're here and we're ready to help. Call us today.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
It's not easy to have a great garden in the Florida heat. I'm Joey Panic. On Suncoast View, Troy's Tropics is here with plants that can handle our current drought and the long summer on the way. We'll watch a talented Suncoast contemporary artist create hand-painted original pop art live in our studio, plus pampering products for Father's Day, donuts, and spice and tea exchange in the kitchen.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blog, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
At Granny Nannies, we provide your loved ones with the care they deserve, compassionate and experienced help right where you need it most, at home. Visit us at grannynannies.com.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Well, just in time for the weekend, some clouds enter the picture and also a chance of rain as well.
Yeah, not shaping up to be the best weekend forecast we've had, but that's okay. We need the rain.
Yeah, we do. Pretty shot there of Sarasota Bay looking toward the west. 6:54 on your Friday morning.
Let's take a look at some of the top local stories we're following for you right here on the Suncoast today.
Sarasota County has turned down plans for a recycling facility east of the interstate. As you see, neighbors and opponents around the celery fields blitzed last night's Planning Commission meeting.
Plus, Venice officials are asking people to avoid the South Jetty. An investigation is underway at the jetty after a man's body was found in Humphreys Park. They do not believe anyone else is involved in that death, but are asking that the area remain clear during their investigation.
And a new email scam is making the rounds on the Suncoast. This one asking you to sign up for jury duty or else. But if you open that link, your computer will get a virus.
Taking a look at traffic, just your normal slowdowns throughout Manatee County. 301 heading southbound, seeing an increase in traffic as we head south into Sarasota County. An increase in traffic on 41 heading south, also getting off of Siesta Key across the Stickney Point Bridge there. Other than that, Bee Ridge, Fruitville, and Clark Road looking good. As we head into South County, a little slowdown on Business 41. John?
Chances for rainfall have gone up right straight through the weekend. It won't be a rain out, but there will be clouds around. Sun will peek through from time to time. We'll have mostly inland showers, but those showers will drift back toward the coast. Temperatures will be kept down a bit. That's the good news.
Well, today is Friday. It is also National Donut Day, and to celebrate, one company has found a unique way to deliver them to city officials in Denver. Lamar's Donuts and the Denver Salvation Army teamed up to send donuts all over the city by, get this, using drones. That's right. Donut Day was started as a fundraiser for the Salvation Army 79 years ago. Today, Dunkin' Donuts is offering a free classic donut for those who buy a beverage, while Krispy Kreme will offer one free donut of your choice. No purchase necessary. John, Ray, what are y'all's favorite donuts?
Yes.
You can't.
All of the above. Jelly
Custard filled.
Custard filled, jelly filled, all donuts.
I prefer
There must be some update in the rules regarding drone deliveries, because I thought that was not being allowed, but apparently it is.
Maybe it's different in Denver.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, interesting.
Changing world on those drones.
I know. We'll go get you some donuts today and have a wonderful weekend, you guys.
Yeah, stay dry. Good Morning America is next. We'll see you on Monday.